Okay guys, this is going to be the first of at least a 4-part video series. As some of you know, I have been covering Halloween stuff for a really long time, and I recently dug up some of my old junk food reviews from the early to mid 2000s. While most of those pages are currently offline, I knew I had to share the photos with you again because, oh my god, they are such a blast of nostalgia. I also think that when you look back at the candy and junk food year by year, you kind of see how Halloween has evolved from this 2 to 3 week, mostly for kids season, into a 2-month-long, made-for-everybody extravaganza. Oh look, there I am with bright red clown hair. I wish I could still pull that off. Okay, so let's talk about this video series. What I'm going to do in each video is cover 1 year. We're going to do 2003, 2004, 2005, and 2006. Each video will feature 10 awesome Halloween junk foods and candies from the particular year. I should mention that all of the photos you're going to see in this series, they're from my old site. So if they seem a little fuzzy, it's because nobody was thinking about making their photos work for HD YouTube videos 20 years later. I mean, like, we're gonna look at 2003 today. I don't even think there was a YouTube back then. Yeah, I came out in 2005. So wow, I'm just incredibly old, guys. Just really, really old. And before we begin, I just want to put 2003 into context for you. It's mostly remembered for Freddy vs. Jason, Snapple Pie, and Yahoo Chess. So with that, let's look at 10 of the greatest Halloween candies and junk foods that came out in 2003. Number 1, Trick or Treat Bubble Tape. This was a black raspberry bubblegum in a properly ghoulish purple color. Trick or Treat Bubble Tape actually fell short of the promised 6 feet because I measured this stuff back then and it only came out to 4 foot 11 inches. Which meant that the bubble tape shared its height with the late great Nell Carter. Number 2, Charms Deadheads Lollipops. These were so cool. I mean, the packaging just looks so 1980s. They were delicious skull-themed lollipops that turned your tongue blood red. Number 3, Kellogg's cereals. So Kellogg's did a few creepy rebrands of their existing cereals, including Kooky Cocoa Rice Krispies and Freaky Fruit Loops. Love the alliteration there. The boxes were given complete Halloween makeovers, while the cereals themselves were blessed with limited edition spooky marshmallows, including ones that were obviously meant to be skulls, even though Kellogg's got cold feet and called them masks. I know a skull marshmallow when I see one. Those are skulls. Number 4, Hostess cakes. So Hostess still does Halloween stuff every year, but back then they really went buck wild with the packaging. The boxes and the wrappers pretty much personify my aesthetic. Scary cakes usually pop up during present day seasons, but they don't look anywhere near as fun as these cupcakes did. They look like they're from an elementary school bake sale. So I just gotta mention that I actually held on to that box of glow balls through the years. Yep, this is still full. Got really old glow balls in there. I would imagine I am the only person on the planet who is in possession of 18-year-old Hostess glow balls. I mean, the cakes that are in this box, rotten as they may be, they're old enough to vote. Number 5, Dunkin' Donuts. Yep, even back then, Dunkin' was still one of the top destinations for Halloween junk food. Their 2003 offerings included a pumpkin spice donut, which is pretty fascinating because we tend to think of the pumpkin spice thing as being this like pretty recent event, like last 6 or 7 years, but there it is way back in 2003. And I actually did some research. 2003 was also the year that Starbucks debuted their famous pumpkin spice latte. So I guess you could argue that 2003, that really was the birth year of the whole pumpkin spice craze. Number 6, Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins. I'm giving this a separate entry because I think a glow-in-the-dark bucket deserves a dedicated section. The pails were the big draw in 2003, but the truth was that Munchkins were a huge Halloween thing for a lot longer than that. I don't know if they were missing from even one of my childhood Halloween parties, whether they were at school or at a friend's house, whatever. Number 7, Halloween Kid Cuisine. Okay, the quote, haunted Halloween meal was absolutely insane. There were bat and ghost-shaped chicken nuggets. There was applesauce that came with this like magic candy powder that turned it slime green. The only normal food in the entire tray was the stupid corn. Oh, by the way, if you did not know the name of Kid Cuisine's penguin mascot, it's Casey, which is spelled K-C, which stands for Kid Cuisine. Somebody was paid a lot of money to come up with that. Number 8, PEEPS Cocoa Bats. All right, so these seem like no big deal nowadays, but back then it was really rare for PEEPS to put out something this extravagant. These Cocoa Bats, they were enormous, and they basically operated like soft edible batarangs. They were really good too. PEEPS nailed the hot cocoa flavor, and just in terms of taste, they're still probably my all-time favorite PEEPS. Number 9, Dannon's
Yogurt! Yogurt! I hate yogurt! Even with strawberries!
Number 9, Dannon's Sprinklins in a cute Halloween-themed package. The deal with these is that each tub came with a mystery packet that changed the yogurt's colors and flavors in all sorts of different ways. You had no way to tell if your particular yogurt tub was going to end up orange, yellow, or some other color. Total mystery. What a blast. Yogurt was just this like amazingly weird thing in the early 2000s. All the different yogurt brands were competing against each other to try to like out-weird one another. But yeah, Dannon's Sprinklins, very cool. Number 10, Halloween Oreo Cookies. Okay, so the cookies themselves are pretty much the same ones that Nabisco puts out every year. But what separates the 2003 edition is that co-promotion with Hulk, meaning the 2003 film. And if you weren't paying attention back then, the Hulk had co-promotions with almost literally every junk food on the market. When you went grocery shopping, you'd see his face like 50 times easily. It was just a constant barrage of Hulk. He even had his own Hulk Green Hershey syrup. This has been in my fridge since 2003, and if you're wondering why I kept it so long, honestly, it's for moments like this, minor bits at the tail end of little watched YouTube videos. Go me. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this look back at some of 2003's hottest Halloween junk foods and candies. In the next video, I'll be covering 2004, and I'm really excited. It's gonna blow your mind, some of the stuff that's coming in the series. I mean, I wrote about this stuff and even I've forgotten half of it. So yeah, there are some major swings coming up in the next few videos. If you dug this one and you're looking forward to more, make sure that you've subscribed to me, and it would help me if you hit the like button, dropped a comment, and shared the video around, if you're so inclined. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.